United States is warning Syria of what it calls firm and appropriate measures in response to alleged ceasefire violations by Syrian troops. The US says it's concerned about reports of an impending military operation in a de-escalation zone in Syria's southwest. The reports say the Syrian army is closing in on the province of Deraa after dislodging militants from the periphery of the capital Damascus. Syrian media have said Syrian aircrafts have dropped leaflets on militant-held areas in the region demanding they lay down their arms. The US claims it, along with Russia, is the guarantor of de-escalation in the region. Analysts believe the US's goals in Syria are beyond maintaining relative calm in a given area.
Well, that's of course the only reason that it's important. It's not particularly strategically important in any other sense to anyone, although it would help complete the circle of full liberation, of Takfiri liberation from areas surrounding Damascus and the outlying areas up to the Jordanian border.
The US has in the past carried out airstrikes against Syrian troops in the ongoing conflicts there. It has shown it will take action if need be, though US strikes against Syrians have not been massive. Perhaps the US seeks to avoid situations where it might get sucked deeper into the conflict. Washington's aim now is to maintain the status quo in Syria that many observers describe as a de facto partitioned country. Militants still control two large regions in the northwest and southwest of Syria.
What we're going to see is a bit of horse trading, a bit of give and take, and frankly a long-term goal of trying to break the stalemate. But essentially where we are now, and I suspect it's where we'll be at this time, perhaps even next year, is that the northeastern side of the Turkish border in Syria will be dominated by the US, while to the west of Manbij we'll see the strong Turkish presence.
That is ideal for Washington, whose main goal is partitioning the Arab country into several statelets. That also serves Israel's geo-strategic interests, as a weakened Syria will pose no threat to Tel Aviv.
The US could react militarily. There's no ruling that out, but there's no ruling that in either. So that's a big uncertainty. What is certain is that Russia would not get directly involved. Russia has stated quite clearly on numerous occasions that unless its assets, meaning its men and its material assets, are hit in Syria, it will restrain itself to a position of neutrality.
Russia's stance on the issue is vague. The Russian military has helped Syria regain large chunks of territory from militant groups including Daesh. Analysts say Russia, however, does not want a decisive victory for Syria. Moscow's refusal to give Syria S-300 anti-missile system gives credence to that hypothesis. The missile shield would have been a game-changer. Russia has made an effort to create a balance. It has thus far made no action against Israel that has attacked Syria multiple times. Russia has also declined to clash with the US in Syria. For all their differences over Syria, neither Russia nor the US wants the Syrian government to be toppled. Had it happened, such a development would have had unknown repercussions for Syria and the wider Middle East and even the broader world.